Hi Gemini, welcome to your October 2022 tarot reading. Happy Halloween to those of you guys who celebrate. So whenever you watch this reading, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and other placements, even if it's early November that you're watching this, looking back on October and some of the things that may have taken place, you never know, there might be messages here for you. But I love October, I love Halloween, so I definitely wanted to get some content and messages out there for you guys. This month I am using two different tarot decks. I am using the Nightmare Before Christmas deck, which I love bringing out around this time of year. And then I'm using the Witches Tarot, which I also thought was perfect. We will get into the Nightmare Before Christmas messages shortly, but first I would like to take a look at the messages in this deck after doing a significant amount of shuffling and connecting to you as the Lovers card. So I'm not sure if it's going to focus for you, Gemini. In some of my readings, my camera is having an issue focusing, and I am using that as sort of an extra message that you need to focus. I just saw 111, January 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th may be important. So again, Gemini, this is just your energetic lineup, an extra message here that may be here for you that lets me know more about the energy that's surrounding you, some of the themes of impact and effect. So we're going to go ahead and see what's going on. It didn't take me very long to connect with you. But before I do so, we are in eclipse season. There's tons of astrology going on. We have a new moon eclipse October 25th. We have a full moon eclipse on November 6th or so. And that's going to be really important. We'll talk about that next month, but just know there is an eclipse approaching in your 12th house, and that is major, okay? And then the next full moon after that, that would have to be in, well, I guess it would be in December, which is strange. Gemini full moon in December. But there is a Gemini full moon approaching regardless. So we have the Lovers card here, though. Sorry, see, I'm already getting distracted. Lots of information, right? But what I wanted to mention, I just almost saw 222, Mars retrograde in Gemini. Mars, I'm going to have a whole new video, whole separate video discussing that. But for now, I highly recommend researching a little bit about that because you are a major character and game player for that transit. But let's go ahead and get into the cards. We've got the Lovers card here, which is your beautiful tarot card, Gemini. This is how it looks in this deck. It talks about choices and relationships and connections. We have the Ace of Cups right behind you, Gemini. So, wow, new love. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, perhaps, in your chart or in the chart of another. But if not, this is talking about emotion, sometimes even tear flow. The Ace of Cups, this is fulfillment and new love, a new beginning that you can feel emotionally if this isn't love. But with the Lovers card here, yeah, there's a new beginning here that you can feel. It's like overwhelming, cup overfloweth. We have the Seven of Pentacles. This is something you've waited a long time for. This is something that you've invested a lot in, emotional investment, things that you value. Taking a step back and kind of seeing how something has grown, whether it's, your work has paid off or, wasted your time. So you are definitely on the precipice of knowing that for sure, especially when it comes to new beginnings and what you've invested and waited for emotionally. Are you in debt? Are you in profit? Do you continue watering this bush, or is it not growing and bearing fruit? So it is something you're kind of evaluating. There's some kind of a harvest or investment here. We have the Four of Wands. This is about home environment, family, some kind of celebration, party. You may be having those. So this is interesting here, some kind of commitment. Maybe there's, whoa, okay, and it just kind of fell out of my hand, and I'm just going to leave it like that because I think the tarot is trying to say that new beginnings, commitments, so in some way, this new beginning you're waiting for, it's when a card falls in a position like this, it's conflicted. It takes the same amount of energy to reverse this that it does to upright this. So there's something here crossing this new beginning that you're waiting for in the home. You're waiting for commitment. You're waiting for something. Maybe this has to do with family. You've got to wait for fate. You've got to wait for Jupiter. Jupiter is retrograde. This is your opposite signs energy, Sagittarius, Pisces. This is talking about the solstices and the equinoxes, luck, fortune, and fate. There is going to be some things that you've been waiting for. Fate is, maybe it took 7 months. I don't know if 4 months from now is important. Like, things have been changing and turning over the past 7 months, and they're going to continue to turn and change in your favor over the next 4 months. I do see that. Perhaps the winter solstice, December 21st, and we enter Capricorn season, might be important just after Sagittarius season, your opposite sign. So some kind of investment, I don't know if $700 is important here, but this is very significant message. There's going to be some things. So you've been waiting for commitment in a home environment, this celebratory energy, this new beginning. Again, when it comes to family, home, relationships, whatever it might be for you, there's going to be some positive change that occurs, perhaps after Jupiter retrogrades, okay? We have the Six of Cups. This is about the past, memories, gifts. Maybe there's someone who returns from the past, or you're going back to the past in some way. There's something, this is definitely about Jupiter retrograde. Some of you need to research the time period that Jupiter retrogrades, or that Jupiter comes out of retrograde. Maybe it is out of retrograde, or you were born with Jupiter retrograde, but there's something here about something's fated to return from the past, that someone's fate here is intertwined with a soulmate. This is lucky soulmate. I don't know if this is travel, okay, but yeah, you're meant to return, or something's meant to return here. You may return to an old place from the past. You may you're fated to bump into this old friend or lover, or whoever family member this is. I'm not sure, but it's fated. Please know that if anything returns from the past, it's fated. Something you've been waiting for 6 to 7 months is finally beginning to turn, and it has something to do with why this card has conflicted this new beginning. We have the Nine of Wands, though. There's something here to defend. There's competition here. There's an energy here of territorial blocked energy where you're quite wounded. You've been through quite a lot of battles, but you're also tapping into that content, single energy, being on your own, growing your own garden, your own investments, okay? So I don't know if someone here was blocked from the past and they return, or if this has to do with children or your childhood or memories, but things are going to start turning around, specifically linked to the past in some way, like memories, sometimes luck. You have to go back for luck sometimes, okay? So I don't know if this is a home environment from the past, or a commitment family situation from the past, relationship. It could be all, or just any of those combinations for all of you out there listening, but I can tell that there's somewhat of an investment here, hard work, and just a delay of some kind that may be happening in this commitment or celebration or home environment, perhaps for the next month, or, you know, between now and the end of November, things may shift, or the next 4 months could be important, but there is a little bit of a delay, just so that you can observe the growth rate of something, so that you don't continue investing if you're not getting the same in return, and so that you don't continue to put in as much hard work, or maybe even more, in this person, place, or thing, or situationship. But the most important message is the Ace of Cups. So please know there are new beginnings in spite of delays and waiting or investments. There is new love, new beginnings, new emotional fulfillment, and beginnings that you can feel. That might be because of Scorpio season starting in October after the 22nd. We went through Libra and Scorpio season, so the beginning of October was quite compatible with you, Libra energy. That is your 5th house of romance, so no wonder there's some soulmate energy coming up, children energy, maybe there's some creative energy, your inner child, but yeah, expressive energy. But then we get into your 6th house between now and November 22nd. So it takes a shift to what you do every day, your daily routine, work, service. All right, there's eclipses happening there, so you may have a bit of an unpredictable schedule because of that. Your diet or digestive system may be unpredictable because of that, as far as health. All right, because Scorpio is your 6th house. So let's go ahead and shift to the Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm not sure if all of you are familiar with Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, but I know many of us are going to be watching that in October towards the end, and maybe even again in December. One of my favorite movies. We do have a card coming out for you, Gemini. It is the Devil card, Oogie Boogie, in this movie. Because I'm the Oogie Boogie Man. Ooh, oh. He is the antagonist in this movie. Capricorn energy, sun, moon, or rising in your chart or the chart of someone else's. Perhaps Capricorn season, December 21st, being important. The moon that we're going to have in Capricorn around that time, the new moon. October 4th, 5th, and 6th, 7th may have been important. In tarot, the devil card talks about codependency, toxicity, obsession, lust, shadow side energies within yourself that you need to work on, addictions, if I haven't mentioned that. Pretty much just anybody, person, place, or thing, situation, or circumstance that you feel trapped and bound to that you really want released from. And this may be really important the last 3 days of October, because I just saw 1029, 1029, 1030, and 1031. So I don't think that was by mistake. So very significant energy here that you need to kind of release yourself from. In what way are you keeping yourself stuck here in this subconscious realm of what you're trapped in? The bottom of the deck is the Fool. So there's going to be a new beginning. This came up in the Taurus reading a little bit. If you have Taurus energy, or if you're dealing with a Taurus, you may need to watch that. In your reading, Gemini, you are taking the risk. You are taking the leap, perhaps with a Capricorn, or away from something toxic, or maybe some of you are leaping towards something that you may feel that is going to bind you in some way. But we have a new beginning. We have a card coming out in the mysterious position, face down, suggesting something may be hidden. Okay, so there's hidden opportunity, hidden value. We have a young Capricorn here, a child, someone who's younger with Capricorn energy, some kind of offer, small investment, like $100, $10. Like this could even be an apology, or just something of value that you're going to find, and it's going to help you release yourself from something toxic or codependent. It's small, but it has the potential to be invested into the long-term future. Bottom of the deck is the Magician, your card, Virgo energy, Gemini energy. Mercury is out of retrograde, so that's good. I'm sure Mercury retrograde in late July, August was like kind of rough. Okay, so something's manifesting here. There's some kind of new resource of value, new money or finance or security or stability that is going to be offered, or that you're going to discover. You might be studying. This might be a new trait or hobby, or something like that, a skill of yours. Okay, but young Capricorn energy, young Earth energy, like the start of a new business. Now I'm seeing December 27th, 28th, and 29th. That might be an important time frame for when this is going to be. And look at that. After all that shuffling, the Magician wants to come out. So yeah, this is about knowing you have everything that you need. A little bit of everything. You are the alchemist. You may need to read or study, because I see the book here. All right. So you have a little bit of love, a little bit of money, a little bit of passion, and a little bit of intelligence, and that's all anyone would need. You have the recipe. Now it's just about utilizing your resources. This is very powerful, creative energy, magical energy. Don't get distracted. Don't let things distract you. Stay focused and take action with this Magician, okay? But you have everything you need. We even have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right, so this is like wifey, mothering, nurturing energy, whether this is you or someone else. But this is Capricorn energy in feminine form. So there may be a female Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this looks like a grandmother figure to me. Like there's cooking and it smells good, and there's, okay, so I don't know if that's Thanksgiving energy or Christmas, like the next couple months, but there's stability here manifesting. Security, security and stability. Just kind of really balancing. We have the Fool almost coming out again. So this is quite a new stable beginning that's going to manifest. It starts out small, but it's invested into something very mature. Life, work, balance, being able to balance all of those grounded, stable things. New beginnings in the finances. I really like the Queen of Pentacles. So there's that earth energy that you guys are feeling with the 6th house, perhaps a job or something like that. What else do we have for Gemini? This is definitely a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, October 2022. We have the 3 of Water, so we have potions in this deck. We don't have cups, we have potions. So this is the 3 of Cups, friendship. There could be a toxic friend or toxic third party here. Maybe this happens at a celebration. You're reconciling, if not with a Capricorn. Maybe there's an apology here or an offer to reconcile with someone. We have the King of Swords, which is you, Gemini, in masculine form, whether you're male or female. There's some kind of communication or truth that comes in here about a friend. We have the Strength card, Leo energy. You may have Leo energy, or you know someone who does. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Leo. These may be friends. I think there's maybe there's something you're thinking about, some kind of plan, or you're investing it. And we have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So definitely some kind of new clarity, a new beginning. Let's get one more card. The truth here. Someone here may be holding back communication. A friend may be holding back communication. Or this has to do with a reconciliation. Maybe this is gossip, socializing. And we have the 10 of Wands. Okay. This is actually the first time this has come out so far. I have a few more readings to do after you. But there's some kind of a heaviness that is ending here in October, coming into November. Heavy sensation of burden and weight and responsibility that you've carried to completion. Whenever the 10 of Wands comes up in a reading, it suggests a relief or a sigh, a breath of fresh air that you're going to get after something is no longer your responsibility. Like, the truth is heavy here, but you have a very strong mind. There is, 3 people here that are talking and communicating, one of which is, maybe a little toxic or something. I definitely see a toxic friend or a toxic third party that someone's communicating with. Communication being held back until something is significantly less heavier, which it will be, especially in November. The bottom of the deck is the Star card, Aquarius energy present. But faith, hope, renewal, and inspiration, restoration, healing, and some kind of a wish. All right. So, Gemini, I have a little bit of a surprise for you. This month, I am doing energetic trick-or-treats for all the zodiac signs. So, I have placed pieces of paper in here, 12 of them that say trick, 12 of them that say treats. So, I just want to catch a little bit of an extra vibe and message for you. And trick-or-treat for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So let's see what we got. For Gemini, we have treat for Gemini. Okay, lit. Awesome, Gemini, you are pulling a treat, and that just fell. Part of this message has to do with that burden ending and perhaps celebrating, going to parties. This could be a Halloween party or get-together where 3 people's energy are important. So for those who pull treat, at least one positive or good thing will occur that is in your favor, like the 9 of Cups in Tarot. Joy, pleasure, and satisfaction are exactly the intentions that I set for those who pull treats this month. So thanks, Gemini. This is what I have for you. Hopefully it resonated and helped you all. Everything you need to know about this reading, including the tarot cards I used and how to get a personal reading with me, can be found in the description box below. I would love to connect with, especially because of that whole Mars retrograde thing. Very important between now and like March of 2023, I think. So if you want to connect with me in a reading, how to do that can be found in the description box. If I don't connect with you in that way, hopefully I will catch you in one of my next videos. Bye.